For all things Halloween, this is Haunt Former, and welcome back to another Halloween 2015 video. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different than the other top 10 videos I've been doing. First of all, I've got my good friend Koli here to help me out, and also, we are going to be talking about the top 10 characters from the horror game Five Nights at Freddy's. If you don't know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, I suggest you look it up because it's very cool, and it's very popular right now, especially for Halloween lovers. So, get ready to see the top 10 characters from Five Nights at Freddy's, because here we go. Number 10 is Toy Bonnie. Now, Toy Bonnie is very creepy for many reasons. First of all, Toy Bonnie has large eyes which make him stare right at you. And especially when he's in the cameras and he's staring directly through them, it definitely gives you the chills in the game. Now, the reason he's probably not number 1 on this list is because there's a lot of animatronics that are probably more popular than he is. But I definitely think he deserves to be number 10, not only because of his appearance, but because of his jump scare, in the fact that he jumps from the hallway right at you. Kind of like Foxy, but in a much different way.
Next, we have Golden Freddy, and a lot of people think Golden Freddy is one of the illusions in the game, but he's actually not. He's an old animatronic from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that the murderer used.
Number 8 is Toy Freddy. Now, Toy Freddy is very creepy, and he's probably a lot scarier than Toy Bonnie as mentioned earlier for several reasons. One of them is that when he goes into the office, his eyes turn pitch black, and he stares directly at you with them. I think that's really creepy, and I definitely think it's kind of chilling. Definitely because he's right there, but his eyes are black. So it's almost kind of like a Slender Man thing, where you can't tell that he's looking at you, but yet he is. It's just odd, and it makes him that much creepier. Also, when he tries to attack you and you put on the mask, sometimes he'll actually go back to the stage, which I think is kind of different, and no other animatronic has done this.
7, we have Balloon Boy, and Balloon Boy is one of the distractions in Five Nights at Freddy's too. And he does come in your room, but I don't know why he doesn't jump scare you like the other animatronics.
Number 6 is one of my personal favorites, the Marionette or the Puppet. Now, the Puppet hasn't really been given an official name. By the fans, he's called the Marionette, but in the game, the phone guy refers to him as that puppet thing. The Marionette is definitely a very unique animatronic. He's almost like a ghost because he can glide around. I wonder if he actually goes up into the ceiling and then comes down. That's what I've always thought of him doing. The Marionette is tall and slender. He almost looks like Slender Man if his face was all white. And he's kind of floppy because it doesn't look like he really has any feet or hands. Now he has 3 buttons on his chest for some physical details, and he's got a really creepy mask. Some people have even speculated that he is that crying kid from one of the mini games, which is a very good possibility, and I actually think that might be true. Now, the Marionette is interesting also because you have to wind up the music box or else he comes to kill you. And plus, his jump scare is just weird.
For number 5, we have the Mangle. And the Mangle is a busted up animatronic. And why does she have that other head on her shoulder? Is she supposed to be like a pirate or something? Like an animatronic pirate on her shoulder? Or did the kids take another endoskeleton head from a different endoskeleton and put it on Mangle's shoulder? No one knows. So maybe we can find that out in Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Number 4 is the regular Bonnie from the first game. Now, Bonnie is definitely up there for many people. He's personally not probably in my top 5, but for many people, he is up there on this list. Now, Scott Cawthorn, the maker of this game, actually said himself that Bonnie was probably the scariest one to him. He even had nightmares about him. Now, Bonnie is probably the most active animatronic, and I guess most people can tell because he's usually the first one out on every night, especially on night 1. And he always is right there at the side of the door and he doesn't want to leave. It almost gets kind of annoying, but he's definitely really creepy. And he's just a classic character of the game.
For number 3, we have Freddy, and in Five Nights at Freddy's, Freddy is this little small animatronic bear, but in the second game, when he's in your hallway, he has to bend down, and he's so huge. So why is he huge? That's kind of odd.
Number 2 is my personal favorite animatronic from the series, but I know she's also a very popular animatronic for a lot of people, and that is the original Chica the chicken. Now, Chica is just, I have to say, the creepiest animatronic. I don't know if everybody agrees, but I really think that she is. Now, the reason for this is, first of all, when she's in the main lobby area, she's just odd. She just stares through the camera right at you, and her eyes are so large. It just adds an unsettling effect to her. Plus, when she's right at the door looking in, I mean, that's just very disturbing. And especially when she's in the camera next to the door, when she's staring upwards, that's really creepy as well. So I definitely think she deserves number 2. Plus, she's a classic character, and she's definitely very scary. Plus, her jump scare is also very scary too.
Number 1, we have Foxy. And Foxy is the one that goes dum diddy dum dum dum. And why does he do that? Does he like to sing or something? Like, he hasn't been singing for that long because he's in that curtain out of order. So why is he singing? And why does he run down your hallway instead of kind of like sneak in and jump scare you when you get off the camera?
Thank you all for watching this horrifying top 10 video about Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope you agreed, and if you didn't, please let me and Koli know what were your favorite characters from the game. Of course, if you haven't played Five Nights at Freddy's, please check it out. It's a very scary game, and I think you'll definitely enjoy it. Plus, the third one's coming out very soon. Also, this video couldn't have been possible without my good friend Koli, aka Morbid Haunt. So please check out his channel. He makes horrifying Halloween videos, and the link is in the description. Also, you probably noticed that I'm not wearing the same clothes as I just was a minute ago. That's because I was shooting that video a few weeks ago when I'm shooting this right now. So I want to wish you all a happy Friday the 13th, if it was happy. And also, happy Valentine's Day. Have a terrific and blessed day tomorrow, and let me know how everything goes over this great weekend. And let me know what top 10 videos I should be making in the future. I hope you enjoyed this one. And of course, for all things Halloween, this is Haunt Former.